Hello everyone, I am Sneha and welcome to YouTube channel of English Literature Desk. We have completed 2 years today and a huge thanks to each one of you who supported us all through our journey. I have started this channel on request of my students only, and in this channel I am going to share the stuff related to net set preparation and also spoken English because we have a request for both of them, and it's not possible for me to start two channels separately as I already have on my one channel for my reviews. So please like, comment and subscribe our channel, and I assure you that I will share helpful stuff only, and you will not regret joining us. So let me tell you first about our syllabus and the thing we are going to discuss in our various videos. We will discuss British literature, American literature, Indian English literature, European and rest of world literature, post-colonial and Commonwealth literature, literary criticism, literary theory, history of English language and teaching English as second language. These will be the main topic which we will going to discuss in various YouTube videos, and I'm sure you are going to love it. For spoken English, I will first talk about the right posture and the communication skills, and and the confidence with which we need to speak first. Then I will proceed towards grammar, because grammar is the backbone of spoken English. If you do not have proper knowledge of grammar, then it's all going to be in vain if you start speaking English without knowing the grammar, because we have the basic knowledge of grammar, but when you will dive in deep, then you will know that you have more to learn than you know already. And then we will also conduct classes for communication skills. This, this all will follow, and I will also asking for your suggestion. If you need special videos for any specific topic, please let me know and I will try to accommodate your request. So today I am going to discuss British literature, an important part of British literature. As we all know, there are six parts in British literature: the Middle Ages, the 16th and early 17th century, the Romantic period, the Restoration and 18th century, the Victorian age, and the 20th century and after. I know I have messed up by the chronology, but I am just giving you the rough sketch about what all I am going to discuss in British literature. I wanted to start from Middle Ages, but as you requested me to start with Modern Age, here I am with Modern Age Part 1. This video is for Modern Age Part 1. So, modern age started with the 20th century when the Victorian era ends. But with that, the also came the change. The world was becoming more technologically advanced. People were asking for more rights, and we suddenly began wondering more about ourselves. It was also a time for tragedy, violence, and death. The literary trends and movements of modern age, Imagism was the one of the major literary events which and movement in modern age. It was a moment in early 20th century Anglo-American poetry that favored precision of imagery and clear, sharp language. It has been described as the most influential moment in English poetry since the pre-Raphaelite. We have studied about the pre-Raphaelite in Victorian age, and as I am going reverse, we will talk about pre-Raphaelite while we will discuss Victorian age. As a poetic style, it gave modernism its start in the early 20th century and is considered to be the first organized modernist literary movement in the English language. Imagism is sometimes viewed as a succession of creative moments rather than a continuous or sustained period of development. The images poet rejected the sentiment and discursiveness typical of much romantic and Victorian poetry in contrast to their contemporaries, the Georgian poets, who were generally content to work within that tradition. So, Imagism is basically a class apart from Pre-Raphaelite and everything which we studied before or which we came to know about before. And second literary event was Surrealism. It is a cultural movement that began in the early 1920s and is best known for its visual artworks and writings. Artists painted unnerving, illogical scenes with photographic precision, created strange creatures from everyday objects, and developed painting techniques that allowed the unconscious to express itself. Its aim was to resolve the previously contradictory condition of dream and reality into an absolute reality or super reality. Surrealism developed out of Dada activities during World War I, and the most important center of the movement was Paris. From the 1920s onward, the movement spread around the globe, eventually affecting the visual arts, literature, film, and music of many countries and languages, as well as political thought and practice, philosophy, and social theories. The word surrealism was coined in March 1917 by Guillaume Apollinaire 3 years before surrealism emerged as an art movement in Paris. The third event is Dadaism. It was an art movement of the European avant-garde in the early 20th century, with early centers in Zurich, Switzerland at the Cabaret Voltaire, New York. Dada began circa 1915 and after 1920 Dada flourished in Paris. Developed in reaction to World War, the movement consisted of artists who rejected the logic, reason and aestheticism of modern capitalist society, instead expressing nonsense, irrationality and anti-bourgeois protest in their work. The roots of Dada lie in pre-war avant-garde. The term anti-art, a precursor to Dada, was coined by Marcel Duchamp around 1930 to characterize works which challenge accepted definition of cubism, and development of collage and abstract art would inform the environment detached from the constraint of reality and convention. Georgian poetry refers to a series of anthologies showcasing the work of a school of British poetry that established itself during the early years of the reign of King George V of the United Kingdom. The Georgian poets were, by the strictest definition, those whose works appeared in a series of five anthologies named Georgian Poetry, published by Harold Monroe and edited by Edward Maas, the first volume of which contained poems written in 1911 and 1912. The group included Edmund Blunden, Rupert Brooke, Robert Graves, D.H. Lawrence, Walter de la Mare, Sajoon, and John Drinkwater. It was not until the final two volumes that the decision was taken to include female poets too. And in next video I am going to discuss the major poets of the age and major poetry of the modern age, and the drama of the modern age, and then the novels in modern age. So see you in another video. Please subscribe to the channel and like, comment and share if you liked it. And you can text me anytime for if you need to add any more points, or you have any suggestion regarding the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.